Michigan once considered a plan that would have built a bridge to Mackinac Island. This is the Michigazetteer. Back in the 1920s, as cars began to populate our nation's roads, crossing between Michigan's lower and upper peninsulas was one of the first things that Michigan's road builders were thinking about. A plan was floated that would have connected the peninsulas by a series of bridges and causeways crossing the Straits of Mackinac and placed roads on Mackinac and Boblo Islands in Lake Huron. The connection would have been St. Ignace to Sheboygan, not Mackinac City, and that connection would have run 25 miles. TV 9 and 10 explored the history and found that starting in St. Ignace, across the straits to the south and to Mackinac Island, from Mackinac to Round Island, then round to Boblo Island, all the way down the center of that island, splitting the Twin and Thompson Lakes back into Lake Huron, landing in Crass Bay, just east of Sheboygan. It was 25 miles, combinations of bridges and causeways. How serious did the proposal get? Well, very. They started surveying the land, according to a Mackinac Bridge Authority historian. Quote, "To this day, you can see survey markers on Boblo for this massive project. Imagine how different northern Michigan would have been should the proposal have been completed rather than our iconic Mackinac Bridge. No 5-mile suspension bridge, a much longer island-hopping drive. Certainly Mackinac Island would have had a very different complexion, hosting an interstate highway's worth of traffic. Can you imagine a truck stop on the island? On the other hand, the causeways would have opened up the much less known and visited Round and Boblo Islands. It's hard to think that anyone would want to give up what we have with the Mackinac Bridge and our car-free Mackinac Island, but it's fascinating history to consider. Thanks for watching this episode of the Michigazetteer.